Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Eddie. My name's Eddie Campos with Eddie's home team of RE/MAX Preferred Associates. Let's go inside and see who today's guest is. Hey everyone, Eddie Campos here, and our guest today is Brandon Sehlhorst with the City of Toledo in Economic Development. Brandon, let's dummy things down a little bit, for me too. What is economic development? How is the City of Toledo involved in economic development?
Sure. Economic development, in our perspective, is the creation of wealth in which benefits all of our residents, right? It's more than jobs. It's really about improving prosperity and the quality of life for Toledoans. You know, when we look at economic development, we look at two ends of the spectrum. There's the side of the spectrum, which is the export businesses. These are businesses that could locate anywhere in the world, right? But they choose to locate in Toledo for whatever reason. These are the Jeeps, the Libby's, the First Solars of the world. Their customer is not necessarily here in Toledo, but their workforce is, right? They decide to locate here. The other side of the spectrum is circulator businesses. These are businesses like Appliance Center, like our coffee shops, right? Our movie theaters. They are located in our community because their customer is located in our community. There's two very different types of strategies for how to attract, grow, and retain those different companies. But when we look at economic development, we look at how do we bring in export businesses, which typically have higher wages, benefits, and are large job creators, that then bring in money into our community that can fuel these circulator businesses in our community.
Sure, when you have a mall show up, there's usually area restaurants and other smaller stores that kind of feed off the traffic of that mall.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Exactly right. And so economic development, I think, often gets confused or mixed in with community development and workforce development. And we give a picture of a three-legged stool, and economic development is on one end of the stool. That's the jobs, investment, high wages. The other side of it is workforce development. In order to attract the jobs, we need to have a skilled workforce, right? It's so paramount to what we do in economic development. There are a number of partners that are involved in workforce development throughout our region who do great work in creating that skilled workforce that our companies utilize. But in order to have workforce, we need to have a community, right, that people want to live in. Right. And so the community development piece is now more than ever, I think that we've seen more important. So things that we're doing, like investing in our downtowns, in our main streets, in our metro parks, and creating affordable housing, all of these things drive
an improvement in infrastructure, like the highways and roads and potholes. That
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
All of that, you know, brings up our quality of life and our community development. So all of that is what we say, you know, to have a competitive community, you need those three pillars to be extremely strong and all of them to be equally in strength. Otherwise, you'll have a lopsided stool, and we don't want that for our community.
Right. Well, and I think it goes back to what we've seen in some of the public schools. You know, TPS, for example, had a huge initiative years ago where they made a significant improvement in the appearance and the structure in the buildings, replacing buildings to improve the atmosphere that kids can learn in.
Right.
So having that infrastructure improved around the community makes it more attractive, I guess, for a company to want to come in, like an Amazon. You know, is this where we want to be? Is this where we want our employees to be?
Right. It creates those livable neighborhoods, which are, you know, essential.
So you touched on something here, biggest challenges for economic development. You and I had a little bit of a conversation just a little bit ago. Workforce, is that probably your biggest challenge today?
That is the number one challenge that we're seeing across the board, whether it's an export or a circulator business, finding the workforce that these companies need to just run their operations. We're not even talking about growth in their particular industry and the need to hire to scale up for that. It's a challenge. As we discussed, I think it's, you know, there's a lot of things at work here. This is not unique to Toledo. This is across the entire country. My colleagues in other parts of the country are validating that. I think we're seeing a structural shift in the way people work, the way people want to work, the way people want to live their life and value their ability to balance certain aspects like the work and home life.
And COVID had a big push in people deciding on that quality of life. And maybe I need to live in an area where I can be outside more and walk with my family to area.
Yeah, I mean, a great statistic, I forget the exact percentage, but Metro Parks actually tallied how many people were going to the Metro Parks during the pandemic. And I mean, if you attended a Metro Park during the pandemic, you saw that, you know, there's just a lot of people utilizing those spaces. And so I think you're right. You know, that is an important aspect. COVID certainly, I think, gave people a different perspective on work-life balance and the ability to even mix the two by working from home more. I mean, we're seeing a lot of our companies, even locally in downtown, that haven't brought all of their employees back and are giving employees the option to work from home. And you know, I think there's a balance there. To be honest with you, Eddie, I think, you know, the notion that companies will just be permanently work from home may be temporary. I think it's really hard to cultivate a culture, right, and get people bought into your mission and successfully grow your company when they're working from home and not in a beautiful, you know, new office building that you just built or a beautiful new facility.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. We're here at the Appliance Center at their location on Monroe Street. I'm talking to my friend Marianne. Marianne, you've got a special going on this great bedroom set. What can you tell me about it?
Right, so this is a bedroom set by a leading manufacturer, and it is in a honey color, which is a color that had been gone for a long time but is coming back, and it kind of has a nice country subtle look to it. We do have it in stock.
And this is a three-piece set, correct? What
It
comes
is. It
with
includes the queen-size bed.
Okay.
It includes the nightstand, and it includes the dresser, and they're priced at $934.
That's
so
a great
under $1,000, right?
If somebody wanted to order another nightstand or another dresser, is that possible?
Absolutely. Yep.
And this is in stock.
It is in stock, yeah.
And so somebody's going to buy this bed. They may need a mattress. Can you help them out with that too?
Absolutely. So we have a variety of mattresses. We have Tempur-Pedics, Simmons Beauty Rest. We have Sealy mattresses in all varieties of textures. We have firm, plush, medium, and a variety of prices. And we are able to work very closely with our pricing, so we'll always make a good deal.
And on the off chance somebody doesn't care for this particular set, as I look around the showroom, you have a huge selection of things available for people to check out, correct?
We do. We have a large furniture selection plus a bedroom set selection. And everything that has a balloon on it means that we have it in stock. And even if we don't have a balloon, if you find something you like on the floor, we will sell off the floor.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Eddie. Please come out and see our friends at the Appliance Center. They've got a fantastic special going on, this three-piece Bittersweet set, and they'll even find you a mattress too. Have a great one.